You know guys, canvas bag is a perfect canvas for painting because first of all, canvas bag is so affordable. You can buy it for a very cheap price, and also like its fabric is rough, so it's pretty easy to paint on it because it doesn't wrinkle in the process of painting as a t-shirt fabric, for example. And using fabric paints, you can create so cool and fun designs on your canvas bags, and in this video I will show you 3 cool, fun and easy design ideas for your art fashionable canvas bags. I'm Daria and welcome back to Art Fashion channel. So first idea is to create a slogan bag. Like if you have some message which you want to say to the world or to the people around you, something you want to say out loud but maybe you don't have a courage to say it, or maybe you want to write something meaningful, something close to your heart, you can write it on your bag and make a statement with it. Also, you can include some images, something which will represent this message. So I have a message which I've been wanting to say for a while to the people in this society, because I'm living in a place where to be different is a bad idea because everybody will have their opinion on you, everybody will talk about you. So I want to write a message which I want to say and include image which will represent this message. And I'm starting with black color canvas bag because I think that black color bag is perfect for my design and slogan. So to transfer your design from paper onto a bag, you can use carbon paper, but if you want to paint on black color bag, you need white color carbon paper. I don't have it now, I just didn't buy it. So I'm gonna use chalk to sketch out my design directly on the bag. And then I'm writing my message to the world, and I don't recommend you to use carbon paper to transfer your slogan lettering from paper onto a bag. I recommend you to write directly on the bag because such way you can create more interesting composition and it will be just so clear that it's a hand painted and handwritten design and not a print. And here I see that there is not enough space for last 2 words, so I'm using wet cotton pad to remove chalk and write again. So yeah, such way you can always correct your mistakes because you can easily remove chalk from bag using water. And I'm putting cardboard inside to prevent paint bleeding through. And let's paint. I'm gonna use mostly white color fabric paint. I'm using fabric paints of brand Pebeo. Pebeo is the color fabric paints. And first I'm painting skeleton hand. So if you're creating such slogan bag, you don't have to include such complicated artwork. It can be something simple, something graphic, just to make clear like the idea, what do you want to say with this bag. And now I want to remove chalk because I still can see some lines on the background. And yeah, my artwork is freshly painted. I let it dry for like 20 minutes and I already can use water to wipe it. And yeah, fabric paints are pretty durable. Of course, I will heat set paints later to make them even more durable, but now I want just to show you that fabric paints are resistant to water even after 20 minutes. And I'm writing slogan using again white color fabric paint, and I decided to highlight the word different because it's an important word in my message. So I'm gonna use outliners, fabric outliners to write this word. Fabric outliners which I'm using by Russian brand Decola, and I know that most of my viewers will not be able to find such outliners, but I know that other brands produce such outliners as well. For example, I know that brand Tulip produces such dimensional paint, 3D paint. So yeah, you can buy it and create such interesting lettering on your fabric. And now let's create paint splashes, because paint splashes definitely give such expression to the design, and I want to have such expression in the design. So how to create beautiful paint splashes? Don't just shake your hand holding brush, but throw paint with all your energy. And now, just finishing touches, I decided to add purple outliner and a couple of purple paint splashes. So second idea is to create a doodling canvas bag. Just imagine you are sitting in a boring class, or maybe in a boring office, which is even worse, and you're starting to doodle in your notebook. You're drawing some fun images, you're writing something, you're having fun. So what if you doodle not in a notebook but on a canvas bag? That is a great idea. And this design I'm creating on white canvas bag because a white background is perfect for the techniques which I'm gonna use. And first I want to create interesting background using a spray paint. I'm using textile spray paint, but you can use simple acrylic spray paint. I want to create such graffiti vibes, so not only I'm using a spray paint, but also I'm gonna include some graffiti elements. And I'm using pencil to draw a couple of helpful lines. I don't recommend you to use chalk on a white or light color fabrics because black color chalk is just too messy. And yeah, you can draw a couple of helpful lines. Don't try to create perfect sketch because design should look like a freehand doodling, not like a perfect planned design. And I'm gonna use only fabric markers to create design. Of course, you can create design in such style with fabric paints, but not only it's easier to draw with fabric markers, but also you will get such vibe, such doodling in notebook aesthetic. And I'm using graffiti fonts to create lettering, but of course any font will look great. Like, there are no rules, you can do whatever you want, you can write however you want, you can add some random images, or you can add some meaningful images, you can write something random or you can write something meaningful. Like, no rules, just relax and just have fun and paint, draw, whatever comes to your mind. And such design is perfect for the beginners because you don't have to create perfect composition or draw something very complicated. Just simple images, some signs, some stars, hearts, some lettering. Like, you can place them however you want. Like, there are no rules at all. Like, just have fun and enjoy the process. And also I'm gonna customize straps because I think that straps are so underrated. I've never seen a canvas bags with some interesting straps, but I think that such customized straps will make bag much more interesting. And I have one more bag, a natural color, beige color bag. And what are the most popular designs for canvas bags? Minimalist designs. I don't know why, probably because minimalism is about sustainability and people who use canvas bags on a daily basis, they are minimalists and they love such minimalist aesthetic. I don't know, probably. But in my opinion, canvas bags with minimalist designs are a bit boring. So in this video, I want to show you how to create interesting minimalist art. Probably not so much minimalist art because I'm gonna mix abstract art with minimalist art. Yeah, let's see how it will turn out. So here is my last bag, and first I want to create a beautiful abstract background using paint pouring technique. So for this technique you need to mix fabric paints with a small amount of water. Just a bit water to make paint a bit more liquid. Like it shouldn't be too much liquid, not like water, but it should be such liquid paint consistency. I'm gonna use 3 colors. I want to create such very bright abstract background, but if you want to keep a minimalist aesthetic, you can use pastel colors. Just add white color to this mix and you will get pastel colors. And why I'm using paper cups? Because I can squeeze them and such way I can create beautiful paint splashes. And now I'm using palette knife to turn these paint splashes into beautiful strokes. I'm making it just randomly, I don't have any plan where I want to create stroke. I'm just making it like very randomly. And here is my minimalist design, and I'm gonna transfer it from screen onto paper. And here in the card you can see a video where I show how you can easily create minimalist art on your tablet using some photos, some images. If you want to learn it, just watch that video. And once my abstract background is dry, I can transfer my minimalist art from paper onto a bag using a carbon paper. And by the way, if you're a beginner, probably it will be easier for you first to create minimalist art on your bag and then create some beautiful background. And I'm gonna use black color fabric paint and small brush for line work. And if you create such abstract background with fabric paints, I do not recommend you to use fabric marker for line work, because fabric marker doesn't have very deep black color, as deep as fabric paint color, so you won't be able to create lines which will pop on such abstract background. But using a fabric paint, you will be able to create such very strong, deep black color lines which will pop on any background. And straps, let's make them abstract too. And now guys, I will show you the final result, but first I ask for your support, for your likes and comments, and don't forget that if you got inspired by some of my videos, if you created something maybe for the first time, I always so happy to see your results, so don't hesitate. Show me your results, send me a message on my Instagram, I'm there, dariacreative too, and I will just be so happy. And here is the final result.